And in an event like this, where you celebrate community and you celebrate each other, it's become a powerful catalyst for the harder conversations that need to happen.
It's really up to each generation to repurpose a phrase to meet the needs of the time. And Future is Female for me is really about valuing the femininity in all of us, regardless of our gender identity. And for me specifically, I've always felt that trans women have been the bravest to step into their femininity, more so than any of us. So in the sense that I feel inspired to step into my femme because they are so brave despite the consequences. I felt like so many of the messages that I was getting that would be considered feminist, and I never throw shade on other people's feminism because everyone's relationship to it is really their own, and it's so unique to their own trauma. But I did feel most of them I didn't connect with because they were very angry.
Yes.
And because they were using masculine terminology to reaffirm us as people. Like even the vernacular of like, kill it, go slay it, like, this kind of thing. It's like, I'm trying to nourish it, okay? I'm trying to give it life. Yeah, you know, just fertilize it, give birth to it. Yeah, so that's like, you know, we can go to your next home, we're like, nourish it, sis. Like, it's everywhere. The patriarchy is everywhere.
Our language is so violent and it's so masculine. So one place we can start is we can stop killing two birds with one stone. Save the birds. Water two bushes with one stream. Let the roses grow.
I am anti-cancel culture. I think the work for inclusivity and intersectionality and understanding what it is not pretty, it's not easy, it's not overnight. And I encourage people to stay in the room. I think canceling people and boycotts have their place. However, I don't think it's the best route. I don't think it produces longevity. I don't think it really moves us forward as an understanding group of humans.
That you make a great point is that I think the cancel culture doesn't allow that person the space to even be their best self. When I think of like blatant, egregious, repetitive crime like Harvey Weinstein, things like that where there was like blatant, continuous perpetration of, you know, these crimes. I think that's a good place for cancel culture. But in terms of not canceling someone who is not been a repeated offender, I absolutely agree. And I think when we actually don't come at someone and give them the space to just be their better self, I feel like they do take that opportunity. I do that with my younger brother a lot. Like instead of just me being like, that's so sexist, I'll just be like, don't you think that da-da-da-da-da? And he'll be like, yeah, that's true. It's just such a simple switch, you know? And he's like, yeah, good point, you know? And then I just got to affirm him for stepping into that space instead of him feeling the need to defend.
I'm seeing the way some of us are reacting to the different ways in which we've experienced life in the world. And we have to start coming together and talking to one another about what we're experiencing because we are all growing up different.
So I actually want to bring up a recent experience that I had. You know, twice a month, I go into the juvenile hall, Central Juvenile Hall, and I teach DJing to incarcerated youth. So I'm listening, you know, to the stuff that they want to listen to. And it's like all the most aggressive, like, you know, misogynist trap that you can imagine. And the girls want it just as much as the boys. Like the boys, the girls, they love the song, they love the music. The best thing that I've learned is to ask questions. See where they're at with it, you know? So one thing I said to the boys when this song was playing, you know, YG was saying something offensive. I said, does YG only make music about oppressing women? Okay, it's just a learning question. I'm new to the YG, and then they were like, you know, Miss, yeah, you know, he really does. He really does. That's most of what the content is about. So one boy, he then takes the Cardi B track that he sees and he drops it, and he's like, Miss, is this better? You know, is this better? And I was like, that is better. I feel much more comfortable. Thank you for changing it to Cardi. Where I think it's about saying, okay, you know, I'm not here to like be aggressive or like project my own feminism onto something completely that has nothing to do with me. But I am here to like make you criticize and question things intellectually for yourself, for the purpose of learning.
And ultimately, like, you don't always want to be the teacher, but in some of those situations, it actually will heal your own trauma of what it's been like to be in this really hateful environment. So sometimes you don't want to go there, but sometimes it actually can be really helpful for them and then for you too. So this is healing, this is medicine. So thank you.
We have to unlearn pretty much every bias that we have been taught. And so the more spaces you can put yourself in, like this, at a Unity Uncovered photo shoot, at an event that Kiran's doing, that's really the answer, and just listen. Because it's gonna foster more storytelling and more understanding between each other, in which people can be truly heard and truly seen, and that's the only way.
Thank you for holding space, Jasmine. We do a round of applause.